Welcome to yet another fascinating video of Wisdom Zone. This is Shubro, and friends, in today's video, I'm gonna discuss interview skills. So, it is my earnest request to all of you, please watch this video to learn all about the important interview skills you should possess to crack any job interview. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. Friends, welcome back once again to this fascinating video on interview skills. Today, I am going to discuss the core interview skills. This is part one in the series of videos on interview skills. So friends, as I have already mentioned in today's video, I am going to discuss core interview skills you have to keep in mind when you're going for a job interview, whether be it's face to face or virtual. So first of all, you have to focus on your communication skills. As you see, communication skills, that means you have to speak clearly and confidently, and you should not stammer or fumble during the interview. So, whatever you want to say that clearly and in a confident manner so that all the words you are pronouncing is distinctively audible. Next is you have to use simple language, simple English. Do not try to complicate the answer. You need to avoid over complex words, technical jargons, or abbreviations. So try to keep it very simple and answer to the context. Whenever asked, try to answer the question right to the context without diverting from the main answer or the main point. And you have to structure your answers logically. You can use the prep method, that is, as you see on your screen, the prep method, that is, point state the main point clearly, then you can give the reason, then you can back it up with a real life example, and then again you can reiterate the point in a stronger manner at last. So you can use prep method, and also you can use structured ways to answer like introduction, point, example, and result. So let me show you how you can approach. So as you see, one example is given. I am a quick learner. For example, during my internship, I learned a new tool within a week and used it to complete my task on time. So this kind of example, this kind of response, you should try to give during the interview. Up next is the body language. That's the second important aspect of interview skills. You have to ensure you sit upright, don't slouch, your shoulders are straight, and do not move your head unnecessarily. You can slightly lean forward, but do not make unnecessary movement. Just try to maintain an upright posture and try to maintain eye contact. Just try to ensure that you maintain eye contact with the interviewers. If you are facing a virtual interview, also look at the camera and do not look sideways or upwards or down, and ensure that the camera is parallel to your eyes and you can maintain the eye contact. So adjust the sitting position as per the camera, and camera should be straight and parallel to your eyes, and you should not look down or up. And in case of face to face, while answering, ensure that you are maintaining the eye contact while delivering the answer, and try to relax and gently smile and naturally smile while answering the questions. Do not look very serious or anxious. Avoid crossing arms and fidgeting. So these are the aspects you have to keep in mind. These are the important body language traits you have to maintain during a professional interview. Up next, third thing you have to keep in mind is listening skills. Listen before you answer. Do not overall the interviewer. Let the interviewer ask you the question. Listen actively, carefully, and then respond. And do not interrupt the interviewer and start answering before the question is being asked. If it's unclear, you can say politely, could you please repeat the question? But ideally you have to focus and you have to understand the questions at the first go. But in some cases, if it's not possible in virtual interviews, you may not get the question, then you can politely ask, could you please repeat the question? Up next, we will see the fourth important aspect of interview skills, that is, you have to focus on common interview questions. You must prepare them, that is, your introduction, that is, tell me about yourself, brief me about your profile, or run me through your biodata. Give the structured introduction, present, education, skills, plus goal, and try to wrap it up under 1 minute. Do not make it very long and do not discuss personal matters, family matters. Focus more on your skills, your education, and goal. Then comes strengths. Choose job related strengths, and you should not try to discuss too many strengths, and that is going to create a bad impression. Then that way you just try to over advertise yourself. Give examples, at least one example how you demonstrated your strengths. So ideally I would advise you to discuss two strengths if they are asking what are your strengths. So you can pick one soft skill and one hard skill. In this format you can go. At soft skills, obviously you can talk about your adaptability, your teamwork, leadership, decision making. You can pick any one and discuss with an example. Along with that, you can add one hard skill as per your qualification, technical skill you have with an example. Up next, you can be asked about your weakness. Mention a minor weakness. Do not highlight that, do not magnify the weakness that I'm very poor. Do not use negative terms. Do not say that I'm very poor at this or poor at communication, I'm poor at delegation. So do not use negative words. Instead, you have to just focus more on what you are doing to overcome the weakness. You can say that I believe that only one weakness that I have is that sometimes I struggle to delegate tasks to my colleagues, but I'm working on that. I have started working on that. I have started delegating small assignments to my colleagues, and it's working fine, and I'm quite sure in the future I'll be able to overcome this weakness. So try to focus on the action plan, what you have already started doing to overcome the weakness, rather than to just focus on the weakness and just say that this is my weakness and you are not doing anything. So you have to show that you're working on that. As you see that I used to feel nervous while speaking in public, but I'm improving by practicing mock interviews, participating in discussions, and I feel more confident nowadays, and in future I believe that I'll be able to overcome this. So in this way you can approach. Next point is star method. When a job interview, it's very important to know how to use the star method in case of situational or behavioral questions. When they are asking you any kind of behavioral question or asking you to discuss about a situation, as you see, it is used for experience based questions. Tell me about a time when you worked in a team, this kind of question. Then you have to use star. First mention the situation, then what was the task, what was your role, then action, then result. So use star method to answer behavioral questions, situational questions. And up next, the sixth important interview skill you have to focus is confidence and attitude. You have to be honest. You should not lie. Be authentic. Be genuine. Positive attitude is going to give you confidence, and that's going to reflect also in your performance. If you don't know an answer, say, I don't have hands on experience, yet I'm eager to learn. So, like this way, you have to admit and give a professional answer. Up next is the seven important aspect of interview skills, that is dressing and grooming. You have to ensure you look tidy. You have to wear neat and clean outfit, professional attire, formal attire or semi-formal attire. You have to trim your hair and your beard nicely, neat hair and well combed, minimal accessories, and your shoes should be polished, and you have to focus on that. You should look neat, should not look clumsy, and do not roll your sleeves if you are wearing full sleeve shirt. Up next, we will see the last important aspect, questions to ask the interviewer. Always ask one or two insightful questions to the interviewer. That shows that you are very much confident and you are eager to know and you are very much interested to work in the organization. But do not ask silly questions about your holidays. You see some examples. What does a typical day in this role look like? What skills are most important for success here? Or could you tell me about the induction training your company provides to their new employees? So, like this way, you can ask some insightful questions, which is going to show that you have the purpose, you are very much eager to work, and you want to learn. So, I hope it's clear. And at last, I'll just discuss some quick interview tips. Be on time, carry your resume copies, research the company. It's important to research the company before you go for the interview. Practice mock interviews aloud. So I hope, friends, you have understood. This is just the part one in the series of interview skills. Please maintain all this interview etiquette, and I'm quite sure you have found this video very useful. It is my earnest request to all. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to this Johnson and hit the bell icon to get many more videos like this. So So stay tuned for further informative videos, and please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to System.